So moving on to book 4 now. This one starts out really cool where we actually see a helicarrier, which is not a helicarrier anymore because obviously there is no power to it, but it is a gigantic sailing vessel, which the heroes in Wakanda are using to transport refugees out of Europe where Apocalypse is in control. Looks like, I'm trying to think, is it, yeah, maybe page 2, we see the helicarrier with the shell,
Yes.
with the sails and stuff, but we also, if you look at it real close, you see a special cameo down there. Tom Taylor himself has been drawn in. The writer has been drawn into the comic, which I think is really cool that he's in there. I'm sure he probably appreciated that a lot. And basically, Nightwing is not Nightwing. Well, I'm going DC.
Yeah.
Nightcrawler is like the captain of the ship. But the way the ship is being run is they're actually using Multiple Man, who is crewing the whole ship.
Yeah.
So,
that was a great way to do it. They had to solve a problem with the number of people on the ship, and it just worked out that way. It was an interesting idea to use somebody who can just duplicate himself over and over again.
Right. Daniel, what do you think about when we got to Wakanda? We actually saw Aurora and T'Challa together as a couple.
It's been done in the past, so it makes sense, honestly. I just like the idea all together of Wakanda just wanting to bring as many people as possible there to give them a better life. They're just like, I don't care how many people that takes. If you want to be here and get away from like Apocalypse's rule and throughout Europe, I will take you in. That's such a awesome thing that he would do, in this situation, and it just works really well.
Right, and I until a couple of years ago, I knew about the Black Panther character, but I didn't know the whole lore and about Wakanda and the way they were, and it feels like what we saw like in the movie that came out, and rest in peace Chadwick. I mean, he owned that role. So I thought that was really cool, and then we actually got to see a child out of that too. They actually have a child who has the white hair just like Storm. But we'll see if she has any powers or not. If they were ever to elaborate on that, that would be really cool.
Yes, I'm hoping once his contract with DC is like, he will work both sides, because of course I want to keep him at DC because he's doing great work there, but I would like to see another follow-up to this.
Right, yes. I think this created a beautiful world is what it did, that I would love to see somebody play around in a little bit more, because it's just a really cool thing. Another cool thing, what did you guys think of the steampunk Iron Man suit? How'd you like that?
I thought it was a great take on the character, especially since Tony's locked up in mind control right now, and you got Pepper as Iron Man. I thought that was really great. The costume was well designed once again. The idea behind it, the smoke and fire coming off the back, just, you knew somebody was coming who was getting ready to bring some pain.
I was a big fan of the rescue arc, so I knew putting Pepper in that armor was just a great idea in the first place. So yeah, definitely loved seeing her back in armor again.
Yeah, it was super cool, and I mean, it was really cool. We finally got to see Rescue in the end game for Marvel, so to be able to see her suiting up again and doing her part too. I mean, because she's got that suit, she can do it.
Oh yes.
As we read further along in this, the heroes basically decide, hey, we need to go to Europe and we need to get our people back and we need to end this threat now, because Apocalypse is a bad dude, and Storm had just came back from using her powers basically to get the ship across from, they were taking people from Portugal over to Africa to Wakanda. Which, if you're not familiar with where Wakanda is, it's located directly beside, what is it, Zamunda. So, anybody who ever seen Coming to America, I bet that Eddie Murphy and T'Challa have hung out before and chased elephants or something. So, Yeah, two great movies, and two great characters. So we go off on this again on the we're on the helicarrier again, looks like, and headed back across. Actually, I don't know that this one is a helicarrier. I think it's a little bit of a smaller ship, so not quite as difficult to move everything. So we see them moving across, and as they're going, we find out that May and Danny have snuck onto the ship, and Peter is outrageously angry, of course, because his daughter. But had she not been up there, which is weird, because Spider sense should have gone off, she alerted them to a danger that was coming. And we lost another character in this one, unfortunately. We see a harpoon, some type of harpoon, go through Nick Fury and drag him into the ocean. I guess we lost another one, which introduced some really cool characters. These might have been my favorite, some of my favorite bad guys in there. What did you guys think of, not the Ghost Riders, but we actually got the Ghost Raiders?
The Ghost Raiders. It's a great way to take that character and incorporate it into the series. I mean, they're basically pirates.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, so you had that. So the pirates made a deal with the devil and became the Ghost Raiders. So you've got the Devil of Marvel, Mephisto, right?
Yeah,
yep.
Who we'll never see in a movie, unfortunately. No. We'll get teased about it for the next 10 years, but we'll never see Mephisto.
But yeah, that was a great arc, a great character to bring in. I hate that they came in and went out so quick, though.
Yeah, it was really quick, but how they went out made me so happy because, a lot of people don't know about this character, but he shows up and pretty much was probably about the only thing that could really help him. So how excited were you guys to see Fin Fang Foom come up out of that ocean?
That was such a random thing, but it was so cool to see and to see who was riding him too.
we forget about him all the time, and he's such a great character. And just to see him pop up out of the ocean, May was scared to death because she doesn't even know who Fin Fang Foom is, and Peter's like, "It's okay, he's a friend." And he pops out, and we're like, "Wow, we got Fin Fang Foom." I mean, Tom Taylor had all the toys down there playing with them.
Yeah, he really, and that's one of his strong suits because all the stuff he's done, this, Deceased, Injustice, he's doing Dark Knights of Steel right now for DC, is all alternate worlds. And so he gets to play with all the toys and he's not hampered by, you can't kill this character, you can't do this to that character. He gets to do whatever he wants to with them, and it really makes for great storytelling.
Right. So that book kind of ended on a high note, but a sad note, because we did get to see Fin Fang Foom. We saw the Ghost Raiders kind of defeated, and how long we couldn't really keep them in there that long because we had to move the story on. If you like what you saw, do us a favor and click that like and subscribe button down there. Trying to get up. We got some merch now. We're starting to work on merch, and we also have stickers. And I want to be able to give something away. I'm looking at when we hit 100 subscribers. So hit that like and subscribe button, and maybe you can get something. We'll figure out a way to give that away.
All right, guys, if you just check us out on our social media, we are The Brothers Boyd at Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and TikTok. And that will all pop up here on the bottom of the screen for you.
And check out our other videos. We've got more coming up. We actually talk about, we're talking about the new Obi-Wan series and what we're learning about it. Check us out with our What's New Wednesdays as we're at the shop picking up books and seeing what's new. It'll give you some idea about doing that. And until the next video, we will all see you at the shop.